Oh no. There was supposed to be an intro. It happens right here.
Technical difficulties.
Like, hypothetically, it happens right here. I pushed the button. It did not do anything. Go.
Push it again. Do it again. One more time. Yeah.
Shut up. You.
Are we live?
Like 30 seconds, I'm sure.
I mean, what's going on?
When I run the show, that doesn't happen.
Nice.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Like, you guys just, man, no mercy, y'all. No mercy. Yes. So
the power has gone to his head.
it really. Yeah, well, he's got a lot of hat up there, I guess, to hold all that power in. So.
I thought it was to hold all his knowledge.
Actually, I really want him to take his hat off someday and find out that there's like a giant like alien brain.
Can we like do that sometime? Put something really weird in your hat, and we'll like when we're doing truth or dare or something, and then you take it off. And it's just like
have to get there
randomly under
there is already something really weird in his hat. It's called Ion.
So, good evening, Ladybugs and Yellow Jackets. Welcome to this week's episode of FAE News here on FAE Productions. I am your host, Fairy Princess Lolly, and that weird technical difficulty that you saw at the beginning of the show is not unlikely to happen again because the Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi here where I'm at is super weird, and so I sometimes don't know that a thing is happening because it takes it a minute to register.
Wait, sorry. Did you mean to press live?
Shut up! You're lying.
I was like, wait, I thought I saw we were live. I'm confused.
Why are you my friend? Well, I don't very often. So
what would possibly make you think that? Okay.
That we're friends. Okay, so yes, so I am at least coming to you guys live from Meadow City, the former home of Stormy, known to all you humans as Las Vegas, which you can kind of see behind me there, where I'm at. So, and I will be flying the Silver Dragon back home tomorrow, and then all kinds of crazy preparation for Apple Bash. But please like, subscribe, and tonight you gonna remind me of the bell.
What bell?
The bell with the power.
What power?
The power of reminding you.
I can't rhyme with that.
It rhymes with voodoo. Like I didn't
Voodoo.
change the ending sound.
Hoodoo.
You do.
Do what?
Remind me of the bell.
Oh, goodness.
Oh man, yes. If you would like to get notifications of future shows and all of that good stuff, and also please just a reminder, you guys, if you're planning on going to Apple Bash, look in the low bar wherever you're watching from. You will find a link to the registration form. Just please go register so that we know that you're coming and we have something kind of like a head count. We really appreciate that. It helps us do everything better. And I guess with that said, how is everybody this week?
Tired.
Slowly.
Doing better than Fennec.
Yeah, Phoenix is not doing well. Phoenix and Baroness Gale both like doctory things today. So hopefully everybody will be on the mend soon.
I did a doctory thing too today and got a fun shot. Those are always nice. I'm like super tired right now.
But you look super cute, so we can't tell you're super tired.
Exactly.
Oh, and how about you, Flora? How are you doing?
I'm good. Just trying to get as much done over the next couple days as I can before Friday.
Because Friday is
Vampire Market at the Garlic Festival. I am camping slowly.
And where is that taking place?
In hell. Sorry.
Mexico. Centralia at the fairgrounds down there. We will be in the grandstand building, so it will be air conditioned.
Oh, that'll be nice.
It's the fee to get in the garlic festival is $5, but you get all the stuff, including the vampire market.
So is the market, the vampire market, part of the, like, is the garlic festival a different event and the vampire market is a smaller thing inside that event?
Yes.
And
but
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go.
No, you go.
No, you go. I insist.
No, you go.
Oh yes, it's a smaller.
You're a higher.
Event. Damn it.
Oh. Well, I can fix that. Here we go. Ready?
What?
Did you do it?
Do what?
Nothing ever wants to work the way I want it to.
Remind me of the babe.
No,
There.
no.
See, now you're higher than me.
No, you're a princess and I'm just.
But you didn't refer to rank. You just said higher.
Because
so
I was interrupted.
Oh, well, I thought that if I was a higher rank, I have every right to interrupt whoever I want at my leisure.
I actually honestly forgot what we were talking about now.
We were talking about the garlic festival being inside of, or the vampire market being inside the garlic festival.
Yeah. So even though it's inside the garlic festival, there's no additional fee to get into the vampire market.
Okay, so it's just a $5 garlic
Just
festival.
a $5 garlic festival fee.
And look at your pretty hair tonight. I just noticed it. You guys, you have all your flowers in your hair.
Thank you. It was too hot to do anything besides braid it.
Here, I thought she was talking about my hair.
Your hair's very lovely too, Princess Ion.
He's just mad that he didn't get to have the princess title tonight.
Great.
Well, what do I hear that sounds like weird robot fan voice?
That
Morbid?
Do you guys?
So Frank hasn't eaten in a while, and that's the sound that Frank's empty stomach is making.
We have a very serious question from the audience, actually, and I think it's for you, Flora. How do the vampires get past the garlic?
if you invite a vampire into your house, it renders you powerless.
Wait, I missed it.
And since they're all invited, then it doesn't matter. Well, if that's the case, then all the vampires are going to win. And what does it matter if you're on Team Garlic?
By the way,
know this?
so the is just wearing a respirator. Like if you just
Why do you sound weird?
I don't know, but I heard him ask something about wearing a vibrator.
respirator.
Oh.
It's not hand with me.
It sounds
It's
like
not 8:30 yet.
it is not me. Does he sound like robot voice?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got robot voice going on, yes.
That's what I was wondering.
Okay.
Like demonic robot voice. Not just any old robot.
Boo.
What is even happening on your end, Morbid? It's so strange.
It's a demon robot.
It really pretty much
Log out and come back in, or what? I don't.
Yeah, you sound
Mhm.
Turn it off and turn it back on.
Yeah.
Maybe Frank is bitter that he's been displaced this time.
Okay, I'm looking for my cool pictures of things to show you guys, even though most of you probably already have seen it because I posted it all over my Instagrams and my Facebooks. So I was very proud of myself. But if you guys didn't see, then I guess I am very excited to tell you all that I can officially say that as the secretary of the Fairy Investigation Society, I got some of my work onto the History Channel, the Ancient Aliens show, with the episode called The Shining Ones. And I got into the credits, and I'm very excited about that. maybe someday I'll actually get to meet the aliens guy.
Yeah.
It's like my hope, right? I'm like, I've done a little bit of work for them now, and maybe in the future they will want to work with me again. Maybe I will be able to actually meet alien guy, because that would be so awesome.
Maybe,
That would
maybe
be
they'll
so
have you on
I wanna
camera
come with
together
you.
in a discussion.
He has so much better hair than you.
If you do meet him, can you request him to say it's fairies?
That would be
Please.
amazing.
That would
I
be
mean,
so
I'm not saying it's fairies, but fairies.
Unseelie.
No, I'm not going to do that for you. What are you going to give me if I do that for you?
Peace.
I don't believe it.
Not only do I not believe it, I'm willing to just like ride out the rest of my life with whatever not peace comes from Morbid.
No peace from Morbid.
Nope, not worth it. So I have the little thing, and I was gonna share it with you guys. I just have to like do my little share screen so you guys can see, because Flora was kind enough, since I have no way to do this myself, Flora was kind enough to get a screen nab.
Aren't I sweet?
You are. I mean, there. That is the screenshot of the end credits where my name is in the credits, and I'm very excited. Like, I am above somebody from the Library of Congress. That's amazing.
It's awesome.
That is cool.
I need to figure out how to get my book into the Library of Congress. That's yeah, it's a thing that can happen. Like, so many cool things have happened over the last couple of weeks, and I'm just like
I thought
overloaded.
your book already has a Library of Congress number.
No, I don't think it actually does, because I think that you have to pay a fee to have that happen, and I don't know that we went through that whole process back when we did it. I just looked into it, so I didn't actually complete that process. So I need to. At least that's what I seem to recall. So, but yeah, no, it was a pretty cool, like, the Labyrinth of Jareth ball was pretty neat. And I've never done that before. We got invited back to the Goblin Market. I got to dance with the Duke of Norfolk. As terrible of a dancer in the human realm as I am, you know, it's all structured in the human realm. In the fairy realm, you just kind of wiggle around and look cute. Yeah. all of that courtly dancing, a whole different thing. But so I have this cool story that I sort of want to share with you guys if you want to hear my story, but I don't want to bore everybody either.
Well, are you promising it's cool? Because if it's cool, then I'm in.
Well, Morbid is practicing, I see. he's pre-boring himself. It's like pre-funking, but the opposite.
He looks dead. Like normal.
No, so one of the things that happened at the ball, I had my penny whistle with me because I was playing music, and the first night that we were there, we sang a whole bunch of, somehow I got abducted by Kit the Fox in a sort of small parade of people, and Kit led us out of the Goblin Market and up to the pirate boat area, and we ended up singing a whole bunch of sea shanties, which was really fun. So the next night I brought my penny whistle, and then when I went to go dance down, do the courtly dancing with the Duke, I lost my penny whistle. It fell out of my pouch. And so that place we were dancing was the lower level of the Goblin Market was up here, and the dancing was in a big ballroom one floor below, and there was just one stairway that went up and down them. So these are the only places I had been. So I knew it wasn't, all out and about. Well, so one of the things that we were doing in the Goblin Market is we were trading for trinkets. We had all kinds of cool trinkets and other such things. And when people came through, we would offer to trade them trinkets. And if they happened to be on a quest, a special quest, then they basically would ask us for Stardust, but only people who were on the quest knew to ask about Stardust. So, and then if they would kind of get a next level of trading if they did that. Well, so when I lost my flute, instead of trading people for trinkets, I started asking people if I could trade them a trinket for the extended use of their eyes. And that made everybody look at me twice. So I would say, well, I've lost my penny whistle and it's black and it has pink ribbons tied to it. And if you would be so kind as to lend me the use of your eyes to keep an eye out for it, I will give you this trinket. And so I did this to as many people as I possibly could going in and out of the goblin market. And lo and behold, one of the people that traded me the use of their eyes for trinkets actually did find my penny whistle in the ballroom. Somebody had set it on a table. And when they saw me again, they were like, oh, come with me. And then they pointed to it on a table and they said, is that your penny whistle? And I was like, it is. And I know. And so I found it. But then later on in the evening, Kit lost his magic mirror. And he was like obviously losing, that is an incredibly stressful affair. And so I said, well, where did you lose it? And he said, well, upstairs in one of the ballrooms, the big dance ballrooms where the DJs were upstairs. And so I said, well, I'm going to go see if I can just do a little bit more fairy magic up there. And I went out there and I did the same trinket trading for the use of eyes. And when I found one of the knights, as I was because it was too loud to hear. So instead, I used my magic mirror and I wrote a message that people could read in the dark that said I was on a quest to find my friend Kit the Fox's phone. And then as I was going into the ballroom, I saw one of the knights standing at the door. So I showed the knight the message and the knight says, oh, that is over at the kiosk where the dude is when you come down the hall. Go talk to Owen or something like that. I don't remember his name, but I did. And then when I talked to him, he said, oh, we put it at the front desk. So then I went to the front desk and the front desk said, here it is. And I then found Kit's phone and brought that back to him as well. So it was actually a pretty good evening for the losing and finding of things in an enormous setting. The only thing I know that was lost that wasn't found was somebody lost a spyglass that was a brass and leather spyglass. And I don't know if that ever got found or turned in, but I know that there is a Discord though. So maybe, after the fact, somebody found it and turned it in. But yeah, I don't know. It was pretty good. And it felt good to know that the people that were there weren't taking things that weren't theirs, instead that they were turning them in. And
well, then they were terrible, terrible goblins.
Not everybody was a goblin. There were amazing creatures there. There was the coolest centaur that was there. I mean, she was amazing. So, and I do have some photos. I've put some onto my Instagram, but I also have some other photos I have not yet got out. And I do have my little sneak peek behind the scenes of the after Goblin Market with playing music with Kit. And I'm going to put that on the Patreon as a little behind the scenes because it was just so funny. It made me laugh tears. So
the one you told us about?
What? Oh, that's the one I was telling you about. Yeah. So because we did get that on video. So, and then today I went on a tiny little, I'm next to Circus Circus. So I looked up a geocache and there was a geocache at Circus Circus. So I went there to check it out and see if I could find the geocache. And I did, but I haven't made a video of it yet. So that is to be upcoming. Oh my gosh, it's already 8:00. You guys are so nice. You let me talk all that time and tell you my story.
Wait, we had a choice? We had a choice?
That just means I don't have to talk. I'm okay with that.
You don't have a choice, Morbid. I've taken your choices away. Are you going to be at Apple Bash?
Well, part of it is I'll be it sounds weird to say I'm house sitting where I live. More that I'll be the one solely responsible for dog care that weekend. So like
I heard possible gossip about one of your mermaid friends.
I have so many.
Euluria. It's possible that she might be joining us at the Las Vegas Ren Fair. I don't know. I think that.
Yeah, no, I mean she does things and go to places. She goes to quite a few Mercons and such.
She goes to the places and does the things.
Yes. Go do the things. Do we have a vendor tonight?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, our vendor is down there. I see them now. Yay. That means it is time for the Wheel of Wind because it is just a little bit after 8 o'clock. So let me just check really quick. Okay. And pull up the wheel. This is for a D20 dice candle. And I can't remember if it was in your choice of color or not.
No, it was the flavor of the month.
The flavor of the month. That's right. Of the D20 candle. So.
And tea light. Matching tea lights.
And tea light. Yes, it was a little gift package. Thank you for reminding me.
You're very welcome. That's what I'm here for.
Is that what you're here for? Is that
And
what
the
you
food.
appreciate about me? So here we go. This is our Wheel of Wind. La ti da ti da.
Hey.
What?
You spelt my Spritling's name wrong.
I did?
Yes. How dare you?
Is it here? Is it fixed?
You're
It
not currently
disappeared.
sharing it, so we can't tell.
I'm not currently sharing it. Oh, I pushed the share
What have
button.
you done to Stormy?
Oh my goodness. Everything.
What?
What?
Oh,
Stormy disappeared. Your screen disappeared.
I didn't do anything to Stormy.
You pressed the no Stormy button. We told you
No, I
never
didn't.
press the no Stormy button. You had one job.
Do you guys want to see my cool shot of lightning that I got flying into Las Vegas?
After the vendor.
Yes, after the vendor. Okay, now can you guys see?
Yes.
Yes.
Yay.
Now
is
you
it
spelled-
fixed?
Yes, it's fixed. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, you're most welcome. All right, here we go. Wheel of Wind. Wink and wink.
Now I hope she wins just because.
It's so loud.
You're so loud.
Your face is loud. I am.
It's the wheel that never ends.
I don't, it's like the sound and the wheel are not aligned with one another. Right now, it looks like it's moving backwards to me, actually.
Someday.
Okay, now, I don't know. Wait, is it just going to keep going? This is what happens with my uber slow laptop.
That's
Stop.
right. It gives me time to fix the links in the articles that I forgot about.
If I reach over, will it stop?
Slower.
Poke it.
How about we come back to the wheel after the vendor?
Like, who's it gonna be?
Everyone hold your breath.
It's on what? I'm like, it's on the line.
Those people right there are holding their breath the most.
Joel, congratulations, you are the dice. A round of applause. Congratulations for being one of our patrons as well. And then I guess now with that said, it's vendor time. Yay. No more stories. What? I don't know.
Vendor time.
The hammer time dance.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hello.
Vendor time. Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome,
Can you hear
and
me okay?
we're sorry in advance.
It's all right.
I'm trying to embiggen you so that everybody will be able to see you properly. But my laptop is archaic. Let's see. How does this go? Boom. Pick that one thing. Pick it. Yay! Welcome to the show, Cody.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Well, please, if you will, introduce yourself to our audience and tell us who you are and what you do and a little bit about you.
Okay, so I'm Cody Bonham. I go by Block and Knife Crafts on social media. So I have an Etsy. My main thing is probably Instagram, but I'm also on Facebook and Reddit as well. There's kind of a cool wood carving community on there. So I began wood carving in 2020 during the pandemic, just because I had a lot of extra time. So I'm a teacher. And so at that time we were just teaching. I was on Zoom for an hour a day. And so I had a lot of extra time. And I guess I just started watching YouTube videos of it and got interested, and I thought it was an easy, cheap hobby to get into because really all you need to start is a knife and some wood. So just kind of took off from there and then became an obsession. So now I'm doing it all the time. I mean, I still work, but in the evenings I'm always carving. On the weekends I'm carving, and yeah, it's fun.
There are a lot of fun hobbies that all you need to start with is a knife.
Yeah.
Only some of them include wood.
Yeah.
I'm looking for your Instagram, Block and Knife. Oops. So here you are 2 years later. Are you still of the opinion that it is a relatively cheap hobby?
Yeah, I still encourage people to get into it because you can buy a knife set for $30 on Amazon and a pack of wood for $15, and really that's all you need to start. I mean, I have upgraded to a few gouges. I can show you. So this is the knife I use for everything. Flex cut. It's a really nice quality knife, and then I got some gouges like this. I have 3 of them. And everything I do is just with those. I don't use any other tools. So it's really, $70 worth of tools and then just wood. I mean, there's different levels to wood carving. Some people do the power carving. There's chainsaw carving. Just whittling is just using a knife. But when you get into carving, there's hand carving, power carving. I don't use any power tools, so I probably would if I could afford it, but at this point I can't.
But eventually you will be able to expand. So do you have some of your work with you
Sure.
today?
Yeah.
All right.
So right now I'm really into Halloween stuff.
Yay!
So I did this ghost.
Oh my God, look how good that is.
And
I got a rock.
it's a pretty simple design. I can do it pretty quickly, but I made a handful of these and put them on Etsy, and they sold right away. This is a ghost shroom.
I like the ghost shroom.
Oh my God.
So the first ever thing I carved was a mushroom. It's kind of what people start with, just because it's simple. And I still do tons and tons of mushrooms because I just love them. There's kind of endless possibilities. So here's some of my other mushrooms.
Do you work with specific types of wood or all sorts of types?
It's all basswood. I don't know if you can see that. The white didn't show up very well.
Oh my
But
goodness.
basswood is general standard carving. It's soft and it has really tight, nice grains. But yeah, people carve all kinds of wood. So this one I put paint on his head and then spun him on a drill, kind of splattered it.
What?
Looks
Like the what are those, the little paint things that you used to do as a kid where you would like squeeze the paint down and it spiral it around?
Oh yeah, and then they have ones that are essentially like a salad spinner.
You mean like a paint pour? Or
that one's
these
cute.
are they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
Kind of a
That
rainbow
looks
hat.
like I like the colors because it makes them look like a really fun guy.
Oh my God.
Here's
How
another
many times do
Halloween.
you think he's heard one of these jokes, Morbid?
Probably
built
as
his
often
own.
as I've said it.
I like how
I've
he's
said it a
just
lot.
got like the little shoes.
He's
Yeah.
got them all on a big poster. He calls it My Collage.
Yeah.
This one was really cool.
Oh, what? That one's cool.
Oh, we all float down here.
Yes.
How many arms does he have?
He has 2 at this
How
point.
many? Yeah.
They're just kind of hard to see.
Does he come with a sailboat?
Not at this point.
Sailboat sold separately. Yeah.
The sailboat sold separately. Say that
I wanna
5
do it.
times fast.
I want to do another one though. I think I could do it better. But that's kind of how I feel about every carving.
I was gonna say, don't we all think that about our art?
Yeah. I kind of secretly hate everything I do, and then I think that's what gets me to get better over time.
No,
Here's
you
a
gotta like.
mushroom with feet.
These are so cute.
He also has a butt crack.
I love it.
Is that kind of an eggplant mushroom?
It kind of, yeah.
So, how long does it take you to do one of these? Typically,
It really just varies. I mean, I can knock out one of these, carving in 20 minutes. And then it's another, I mean, I do like, I paint 5 at a time, maybe an hour painting, because you kind of have to paint it in layers, let stuff dry.
right?
so
So you can kind of
A good
assembly.
2 hours. The faces, definitely more. The full bodies, like here's a face I haven't painted. But that probably took me an hour total.
That is, I just find that for not having really ever done that before and just starting a couple years ago, I mean, faces are hard, there's a lot of detail that goes into that,
Yeah, it's the faces are definitely tricky, but we're pretty lucky nowadays. You can learn anything on YouTube, I think. There's a lot of good resources out there.
So what is your normal price range on these guys?
Anything from 20 to 40 typically. Something like this, I'd probably want to get more, probably 75.
Yes. It's
Because
got
that
like
it really took me a lot of time. Oh,
So
I
if
also
somebody-
do these
Sorry,
guys.
go ahead.
Sorry. I
Yeah,
call
I
these,
was looking at those on your Instagram. Like the one
I
who's
call
holding
them
his head.
Widow Voodoo dolls. They have butts
Whittle
also.
voodoo dolls.
I love the
Aw.
butts.
Just curious, as far as like places you sell these, do you ever like vend at events? Because
Mhm.
because
Yeah,
like
I
to me,
did. Oh, sorry. I just got into doing that. I've only done 2 shows.
because what I would recommend is
Whereabouts are you located?
I'm in Kansas, Lawrence, Kansas.
because what I think would be cool is if you have other those are gorgeous, is if you have other people who work the booth while you just sit there carving. Like
Yeah, I
like,
actually did that at my last show.
yeah,
And it worked
like
out
that.
really well.
Yeah, just watching people, or having people watch. Oh, I love the one holding up his head.
Yeah.
That's the one I love too. You can't have it, Morbid.
Oh, I don't want it.
He's sold already.
Haha.
Um,
Oh, so I don't know how true this is, but I remember talking like at a Ren fair with carvers, and I think it was basically one experienced carver, or I don't know if there's a better name than carver, but talking to another, and they were sort of talking about like one of the rites of passage or something you do when you get to a certain point is carving a wooden chain out of like one piece of wood. Carving basically the links all out of one piece of wood, and like the wood is uninterrupted, basically, if that makes sense. Have you tried anything like that?
I have not tried that yet. No.
Yeah.
Probably the guy with his head popped off was the closest thing I've done to that.
That is what made me think of that, definitely. And bet you there's, like you said, there's probably a YouTube tutorial for like making a wooden chain.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, those Santas are great. But yeah, no, I can see like it being a really popular booth if you're just there whittling away, while other people like sell.
Live demos are always fun.
Well, and it's I find that wood carving's kind of a dying thing in a way. Like most of the wood carvers I know personally, and a lot of the guys on YouTube, guys and gals, are all older. You know, probably 60s and 70s. There's not many people my age doing it. So
it's not old.
Okay, 70, 80.
But we forget how old you are, Count Morbid, because you look so young. Oh, look at the cool snowman. The snowman's cool.
What has been so far your most challenging pieces?
Oh, I love this.
I can show you. Well, the Georgie was pretty tough, but this one, you showed the video, but this wizard, full body wizard, actually attached.
Does the wizard have a butt too? Please tell me yes.
He does not. Sorry, but he does have a
snowman.
He has a functioning LED.
Oh wow!
Board.
Oh, that's cool.
So it has a USB charger.
Oh my god!
What?
Button.
That's
so
cool.
I can't take credit for the electronics. I have a buddy that he kind of repairs phones and computers and whatnot, and he rigged it up for me. So it's actually inside the orb is a light from a Xbox controller, a micro LED. And so he installed the battery pack on the bottom, ran a wire up through the staff.
Wow.
And then put the light in it. Yeah. This one I will never sell. I'm keeping it forever.
It's very cool.
I might try to replicate it because it's pretty awesome. I've never seen anyone do something like that.
Yeah, for sure. Although I am very fascinated now to like, I sort of want to see a YouTube video of your friend showing. I like this one. I like the little hummingbird.
Oh yeah, I do hummingbirds
too.
You
like the hummingbird.
Oh, I know. But it's just, look at it. It's so cute and colorful. It's got all the colors.
So this is an idea, or especially because one, you were talking about Halloween stuff, but also we were talking about how one of us is going to vend at basically a vampire market garlic fest.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine like basically carve a vampire, except that it's at the end of a steak.
That'd be cool.
Like it's basically like the topper for a steak or something, or possibly just a bulb of garlic on the top of a wooden steak.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
This is what I'm looking at. This one with these mushrooms inside this pot really makes me want to see a man-eating plant.
Oh, like I always think about that. That character on
she wants an Audrey 3.
Audrey 3, yeah.
Yes, I like man-eating plants. So do you take requests from people if they, Flora.
Oh my goodness.
That one was a request.
I need to have another request.
So the third graders at my school, they hatch chicken eggs every year in their class.
Oh.
And so I made them a chicken.
That's awesome.
He keeps over the eggs.
It's so fun to watch eggs hatch. I love it.
So there's my first vendor show I did in Lawrence. You know, I'm like 30 minutes away from Kansas City, and there's a lot of shows there too I might get into.
I just think that's so cool.
The Halloween pumpkin one looks amazing. Yeah.
The alien. Halloween pumpkin. Oh, up here. Yeah, it does. These two. Cool.
Yeah.
I think actually, it looks like there's a couple. There's like 3 in a row there.
And all those guys in the front on the black are magnets, like fridge magnets.
Oh, cool.
I like all the little food stuff.
I know.
I like little food things. You know how it is.
Good.
I have a
I know,
very
I'm having-
random selection of stuff. I don't really have a niche, I guess. It's just whatever I think of.
That's never a bad thing.
You're still discovering your niche.
Except for mushrooms. I just do so many mushrooms. So
Yeah,
another thing I
look at
do.
they're also.
Especially with the butts. They're so cute.
I know they're also
don't-
chuppers and cute. I love them.
Nobody wants their niche to be butts, though.
I mean, really? I disagree.
But
So
it's also
I
it's
agree
also
with
good
Stormy.
not to have a niche as far as having like ones for every occasion. All holidays.
A butt for every occasion.
Isn't it, Stormy?
Please let that be the magic word for tonight.
Cut Stormy.
Actually, I thought a butt for every occasion was one of Count Morbid's titles.
No, I've just got the one and it's multi-purpose.
Yeah, exactly. A butt for every occasion.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, look, a
Oh,
vendor.
look, he's tipping his top. Oh, the gnomes! Look at the gnomes.
Ooh.
I like
See,
little gnomes.
when I'm seeing this old stuff, I'm like, oh, this is all terrible. Because this is all.
How dare
It's like
you.
you're regressing from my progress. There's still some good stuff in
I
there.
don't mean.
You're
I don't
fine.
mean to, but I think that perhaps you are more self-critical.
Oh,
Because
you got
you know-
is it Sam? I'm trying to remember who it is from Trick or Treat. Oh yeah, no, it is.
Yeah,
isn't
Trick or
it
Treat
called
Sam.
Payne?
Yeah, I did one of him.
Yeah. By the way, I know it's common for artists to look at their old stuff and like cringe because they don't like it. But as
Yeah.
a new friend, I just want to tell you, you're dumb and stupid because they look great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They do
It
look
is.
great, actually.
It is fun comparing old stuff to new stuff.
Yeah.
Seeing how much progress you've made over a couple years.
Is that an Iron Man?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That's
So my
cool.
buddy that did the light for my wizard, he loves Iron Man, so I did that for him.
Oh,
No, Lolly,
that's very
Lolly, I think it's actually made out of wood. Lolly, you're wrong. I think it's made out of wood.
It's Woodman. These ones down here remind me of Laurel and Hardy,
No, yeah.
the mushrooms. I'm just looking at everything. Oh, Santa going down the chimney. Oh, and that's the Olaf from the Let It Go, the Let It Go movie.
So funny story
Frozen.
about that one. That started out, I was attempting to do an elephant, and it ended up being Olaf.
That's awesome.
Nice.
By the way, if it wasn't so too damn long to be magic words, I would be like, do you want to carve a snowman? But
No,
that
it's
is
a good one.
way too long.
But for every occasion.
A butt for every occasion,
I like that.
like occasional butt.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't think I can make occasional butt our magic word, but
Why not? You made butt silk one.
let's see. Oh, here we have a question from the audience saying.
Oh, look, a vendor.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah, we
Yeah.
go every year. Me and my wife. Yeah. So you actually had my wife on a few months ago also. She makes Ren Fair type dresses, tattered pixie.
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
That's my wife.
We did not know that.
Yeah,
How did I
watching
not know
Flora's face, who is of course the one who like gets the vendors, watching Flora's face be like, "What? I had no idea."
Well, that's probably how, because,
Probably.
when people pop up, people,
Yeah.
So
also
so
follow
now
this
Flora
person.
has to email every vendor we've ever had and go, "Hey, is your partner talented too?"
It's just funny because I'm like, oh, well, Flora was billboarding because got that beautiful dress. So And I'm like, oh, and how did we just not know that? None of that came up. Like, we're all surprised, right?
What?
I know, small world, right? So let's see.
It's really funny too, because I looked on your Instagram and I was like, oh, the Tattered Pixie follows them too.
What an amazing coincidence.
Turns out there's a reason for that. So speaking of magic word, though, you guys, that brings us around to our giveaway item for this week. And what do we have for that, Cody?
I'm giving away a wizard pendant necklace.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh,
That's
that's
so
cool. I felt so game show host. Like I've been in Las Vegas for 3 days, and I'm like, what do we have for this week's prize? Show that to our audience, Cody.
I love the audience.
Behind door number 1, right? So, okay, so wizard pendant, hand-carved wizard pendant, and that means you guys, suggestions for the magic word, put them into the comment section now. Yes, because I really don't want to go with some like universal, no. I don't want to go with buttwood. That's for sure. Like, that one is right out. Like, magic word ideas. Yeah, no. Let's see here.
Well, what? Hey, anybody know what magic word we used for Tattered Pixie?
I mean, I guess we could go, but if I could look and find out.
Or I'm actually gonna I'm just gonna suggest Tattered Pixie.
Yeah, that should be the magic word for the cool wizard. Let's see. Okay, we've got buttwood, mushroom kappa. Let's see.
Did you say buttwood?
Stormy, you're just down there like.
Oh, 'cause I am a 12-year-old boy.
Let's see. Wood, you fools. I like it. Flocks of chalks. I don't get it. What are chalks?
I think it's a kind of wooden chicken.
Oh. Okay.
And obviously I typoed there because that's meant to be Tattered Pixies that I somehow typoed, but
Tattered wizard.
Yeah, I like Tattered Wizard. Yeah.
Let's see. We've got carve, you wizards, carve. Ghosted butts. Well, I am not using the word butt in this week's magic word.
Wow.
Guys, why?
Well, I'm just happy that he knew full well going in what to expect.
I did.
He started
And
it.
you
Then
still
why
come
are you
on.
here? And you still came? What is wrong with you? You knew
I
that.
love how you guys are all like, they started it. Like, yeah.
He made the butts. What do you want from us?
I did.
I did.
Oh, this is a good one. I like this one.
Ooh.
I like that.
Me too.
Abracadabra.
That's clever.
I know. That's what I'm saying. There's also Natural Wizard and Gandalf the Carved. So I forgot to ask Ion to start the timer, but I suppose it's been about 30 seconds or more. And you, being the vendor on our show, you get to choose what the magic word of the options that people have put into the comments, which one you think is the best and that you want for this week's magic word. Nothing with butt in it, please.
I like the one you showed on the screen, the abracadabra. It's kind of hard to say. Abracadabra.
Yes.
That one.
Abracadabra. Boy, did that date me? Probably.
Okay. We
Okay.
We
What?
can't say butts, but I was thinking of kinds of wood, so it could be like hot piece of ash wood.
That's a good one. Nice. Clever.
I can actually see Cody regretting his life choices.
I just yep. Okay. I have so many things I'm not saying right now. So
That's a first.
Well, as somebody who knows a lot about wood because magic wands.
Yeah, that's why you think about wood. Okay. By the way, I just love
It is
Flora.
after 8:30.
Flora with the sniper attack there. Flora with the sniper attack was amazing a second ago. Of
You're
like,
welcome.
All right.
Told you I'm sweet.
Abracadabra is our winning word for the evening. So you guys, what that means is after the show on YouTube, not on Twitch, not on Facebook, you will go
not on
to
LiveJournal.
comments. You will go not on StormiFae. You will go to the comments and you will type in the word Abracadabra into the comments on YouTube after the show, and that will get you one entry into winning the awesome wizard pendant. And if you would like extra entries that are automatic as well for every single drawing that we do, then you can join the YouTube, or you can join the Patreon. Each of those memberships gets you a separate entry for a maximum of 3 per person. And the links for all of that are in the low bar. And with all of that now said, my obligatory things, is there anything you would like to say to everybody before we let you go tonight, Cody?
Just thank you for having me. Maybe you can have me on in a couple years and I'll be way better.
Yeah, let us know if you make any vampire steaks.
Okay, I will.
Yeah,
I like that idea.
Let me know if you
for
decide
putting
to
up
go
with
into the making of magic wands.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
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 I know. I'm looking for my little button. Hey, it's Ion.
Ion
At least it wasn't me this time.
I think it's whoever is in your current position, Flora. Like, if I am big into Ion, for example, and then Ion left the stream, then you would be the next embiggened person. No, I'm pretty sure that's how it does it. I didn't choose that to happen. That's what I do when I sit here and I'm interviewing vendors and talking to them. But secretly in the back of my head, I'm just trying to decide who I want to embarrass by having them be the embiggened one.
I do it.
Yeah, I know. Really nefarious Sealy plots. That looks like a very delicious unsealy drink.
Well, actually, it's hard to tell because of the stuff in there, and I wish I had an empty one here, but I don't know if you can see the face.
Yes.
Yes, it's got a skull on it.
Not what I'm focused on. Though.
No, I'm wondering why it's chunky.
Yeah.
Oh, because I put garlic and olive tapenade in my Bloody Mary.
Do you really? Olive tapenade is good in a Bloody Mary?
That all
Are
sounds.
olives good with a Bloody Mary?
I mean, yeah, but I never had them in before blended. That sounds really good. And we've got some.
I'm a Stormy.
Yeah.
How dare you?
I like the garlic.
Yeah, no, I mean, and that was my thought process. They're used as a garnish all the time,
I don't know. I guess don't knock it till you try it.
And
I'll try anything once, twice if I like it.
Woo.
I have put entire olives. I have put in entire olives in my Bloody Mary before and just fished them out at the end. So I was like, the tapenade shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, but that's just a whole different level of olivey goodness in your Bloody Mary. So yum.
I've also put in a shot of pickle juice before.
That also sounds good. I like it when they have Worcestershire sauce in them.
What? You guys are crazy.
What? No. But now I really, really, really want one. Alas, I am stuck up here.
Bloody Marys are something.
We're room service. You're in Vegas. I'm sure that they'll get you something like that.
No, I don't. I don't think they have alcohol in Vegas.
$20 later, yes.
That's fair.
Actually,
yeah. Every single drink here is somewhere between $16 and $20 a drink. It's insane.
True, it's true.
I don't want to drink anything other than
Google
water.
Las Vegas Bloody Mary bar.
And I don't want to drink water because it tastes like dirt because I'm in the middle of the desert. So unless it comes out of a bottle, then it doesn't taste like dirt.
The
weird thing about that, though, is that the ice machine in this place that I'm at is really, really I love the ice machine because I guess maybe it's because it's just so hot here that the ice all kind of has this soft crunch to it. It's not hard frozen ice. I don't know, unless you like to chew ice, it's probably a hard thing. But like, you know how the rabbit pellet ice is? You know, yes, that's like a soft, crunchy ice. But this is like whole ice cubes of soft, crunchy goodness instead of just little teeny tiny rabbit pellets. And I think it's just because the ice, when it's in its cooler or whatever, it's just so warm here that it naturally, you know, kind of begins to melt. And by the time people get it out of the ice machine or whatever, it's now got yummy, soft crunch. So
Makes sense.
I know. And I have been noshing on more ice than you could shake a pointed stick at. So I was a little afraid. I kind of got the heat strokey thing yesterday walking around. And then today I went on that geocache and it was 104 when I got back. So I was glad it was overcast though today. So the sun was not blazing, but still doing all that walking in that high heat is
Lots of water. Make you thirsty.
yeah, that was definitely a thing. So I guess now it's, I should put into the banner the Abracadabra. I need to find it and put it in the banner for you guys. Let's see. I know. And then it's article picking time.
So I actually just sent an article to our FAE chat, which I recommend just putting up and scrolling through the pictures because it is very relevant to your life choices.
To your life choices?
Yeah.
I'm not. Is this going to cause me to lose monetization?
No, I don't think so. No. It's. I don't think it's.
What happened when I was gone?
Oh, I put an article on our FAE chat that she might want to just scroll the pictures through online real fast.
Let's see. If it's on Ye Old Book of Faces, I'm not looking at it. If you put it into the chat that's in StreamYard, I can look at it.
Let me
Navigating
figure out
all
how
of-
I would do that.
I got it.
Flora's like, whatever, Morbid. You're so ancient and archaic. I got this.
Inside the computer? Yeah.
Voila. It is sent to the private chat.
All right, let's look at this thing. Actually, you are. You're actually probably better than that good.
Oh,
You're not that good. You're better.
Yeah, I would pull up that article and then just scroll through the pictures.
Let's see here. Okay, I found it. I have the article. Now I'm looking for my little share button.
yeah.
And then are these going to be like salads with a splash of Bloody Mary? Because that looks...
Oh, no, it's not salad.
Yeah, they're not
Hey,
salads.
yeah,
They're
lots of
entrees.
Hey, holy smoke. What?
You're
You're frozen.
I would eat it so much. It looks so good. All those things in it. I just want to eat those.
And just in case anyone missed the headline, these are there it is. The best ones in Vegas. And of course, a lot of places have like basically like what's called a Bloody Mary bar, which is basically like a buffet where you just assemble your own Bloody Mary.
You build your own Bloody Mary.
Yeah, no, really. They just put. Yeah, no, it's a thing that they have at a lot of brunches and a lot of.
I've legit never had
bars.
Bloody Mary.
I've tasted one. That's why I know I don't like it.
Never.
Lolly
I
I
fries
just
again.
imagine
time
I
trying
imagine it's just
to
like
my
beef.
whole trip here. No.
No.
And food, but I never find like buffets, food, any kind of massage place. It's either some.
Okay, that was like the weirdest time to like break up and then mid conversation. A massage place and what?
Oh, what? I mean, I can
You
only
can have
assume.
like
I can only
donuts.
assume.
I did go to a Hello Kitty cafe though, and that was
So massage and donuts.
Hello Kitty. Oh no, she's gone. What do we do? Heathen! Revolt!
We've left
Ultimate power.
Party time!
Butt silk. Nothing but butts. Butt carbon, butt silk, butt tattered butts. It's all the butts.
I kind of wanted to request a chicken with a butt.
You should.
All butts all the time.
All the time.
Give me that wooden cloaca.
I really want to get matching chickens and then send you one so we can legit be butt buddies.
Oh my god, I'll take it. Yes. Yeah, I love chickens. I'm down. I want a silky chicken and then have like the no feathers, their butts bare.
I thought you said a selkie chicken.
No, silky.
I know, but a selkie chicken, I imagine, is something that like, oh good, Princess Diana's back.
Oh, a babysitter.
Can you hear me?
We were
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Where'd Lolly go?
I don't know where Lolly went, but all I know is when I was on here before, no one could hear me, and therefore
Oh no.
I had to go.
Are you able to pick a thing in the lab when she?
Oh, I suppose I could do that.
Yes. Please don't leave us here to talk amongst ourselves. I mean, that's just
It's a
chaotic and hectic, and Stormy and I became butt buddies.
We became.
Do I want to know?
Yeah.
Do you?
Do you?
I think I do.
Well, we were, you know, there's a limit on how often we can say butts when Lolly's here, so we were saying butt everything, and carved butts and tattered butts and rigid butts.
Nothing happened. We behaved.
Yeah.
We were angels. We even picked an article.
Flora and
It was
Stormy
not about
definitely.
butts.
Flora and Stormy definitely did not become butt buddies while you were gone.
No, we didn't.
Not at all.
Do you need me to go through the articles and come up with them, Lolly, or do you have it?
Oh, my cheeks hurt.
Well, I guess since you guys just on top of it and picked an article, by all means, what article are we reading?
We already read it.
No, you didn't.
It was
Lies.
short.
None of you can read that fast.
I can, not out loud.
It's fair. It's fair. It's a hard
Let's
struggle.
see.
It's a struggle.
So you didn't actually pick an article. That
No,
was
we
just
did
all
not.
Do you want me to do it, or do you have it, Lolly?
Well, we also really didn't have a chance to look at the food porn of the Vegas Bloody Mary articles, but
It was so spicy that it crashed
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, you guys didn't see any of them?
no,
Oh, we saw, like,
No.
It's the
we,
first
no, we
one.
saw one,
Which one?
and then you froze.
Oh, I looked at all of them before I realized I was.
Oh well.
Well, next article.
You guys, okay, well, now I'm going to go look at my list of articles here. And let's see. You guys are going to talk amongst yourselves and go. Putting potatoes up your butt. Well, I guess that's an article we could.
Back on the butts.
So
You know, if
So
Lolly
something I
was-
wanted to return to from earlier is the reason why the pellet ice is softer is because it's filled with air bubbles, not because it froze
oh, I
slower.
love the pellet ice.
So
Taco Time has the best ice, hands down.
So when you fill the water with air, then that's how the ice gets soft to chew.
I thought it was magic.
It
That
is.
too.
So talking about if we're filling time, there was an accidental quest last year that I heard about, slightly participated in at Washington Midsummer's last year, where there was one group that was basically, they regularly hold a haunt, but they basically had a scary haunted museum tent that people could go through. And apparently one, tween girl went up and said, I don't have any money, but I want to go through. And the guy running the haunted tent said, well, tell you what, you bring me a skull and you can go through the tent. And I heard about this because he posted this on like one of the Book of Faces group. Well, apparently, like 20 minutes, she comes running up later, and she's like, "I found skulls," and like puts tiny little skulls in his hand. And I see this on Facebook, and I'm like, I wonder where she got the tiny little skulls from.
I have some of those.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I'd been at Washington Mids. I'd been handing out skulls that year because I was just going through as a guest. And apparently I gave somebody a bunch of skulls, and that happened to be like, basically this guy had not expected her to fulfill the quest.
That's pretty funny.
But she shows up, she goes, "I have the skulls that you requested," and he's just like, "Come on in then."
Gotta honor your
Come on in. You yeah.
You showed me.
Not to
I
mention,
just want to look at this one.
Really?
Monroe. There's a castle in Monroe that's for sale.
Well, that's interesting.
yeah. I also don't think it's that hard to find skulls at a rent fair anyway.
Do they have to be human skulls, or can there be any kind of skulls?
I have one right here.
Yeah. I had my tiny organic.
I still want to look at
Because
that.
again, for anyone who hasn't heard or is mildly worried about these are ethically sourced pixie skulls that I get. The pixies are very humanely killed with a hammer.
Wait, what?
Just humanely. No, yeah, the little skulls that I give out are ethically sourced pixie skulls. Some of them I also kill Lego minifigures.
So you got those pixies fair and square, is what you're saying?
Yes.
That's what makes it ethically sourced.
Yeah, and as humanely as possible, I just take little scissors to their heads and just pop them right off while they scream. But I tell them, "Hey, it's going to be okay. Just relax." So they're ethically sourced.
Do you tell them there's going to...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, do you tell them there's going to be a pinch?
Okay. I guess we're gonna like have a battle of sweets here for a second. So
you have an article about me?
What?
You have an article about me?
No, I said sweet.
So it's about me.
There's not enough sugar to make Morbid sweet enough.
Be like that Southern Texas iced tea, the sweet tea, to take that much sweetness.
Whew, and that stuff is sweet. So you could get paid to eat candy as a Canadian company's chief candy officer. That's my new job.
What?
Right? Versus farewell to the Choco Taco. So if you would like to hear about becoming the CCO, the chief candy officer, then press number 1. If you would like to hear about the Choco Taco, press number 2. Ion, please start the timer if you will. And maybe while that timer is doing its thing, I am going to look at this castle in Monroe. Because what?
That's cheating. It was submitted as an article. We have to put it to a vote. You can't just break the rules.
I mean, can't she though?
What was there a rule where she can't look at the articles first?
Yeah.
I said so before.
I just made it up.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Flora's like, yes, I just made that rule. Why don't you know what it is?
Yeah. You're supposed to know everything. All the things.
What are you working on, Stormy?
A wand. It's not painted yet.
Ah, I see.
And then the shinies. And then
I'm
I have
just
to do
saying.
one.
It's enter a number 1 if you want to hear about being the chief candy officer, and enter number 2 if you want to hear about Choco Tacos, which I don't because chocolate, and I don't like them.
The timer's run out.
Aha! Timer
Out of
has
everything,
run out.
that is the weirdest thing about you. And you like
What
black
is?
licorice.
I
fact,
do
you don't
like black licorice.
Black licorice is yummy. I love it.
See? Ha ha. Not the only
It
one.
must be an old person thing.
You take that back right now.
Fair.
I love
Fair.
you. I'm just kidding.
We're not talking
Nope.
about butterscotches or anything like
I
that.
like those.
Werther's originals are
Werther's.
legit, man.
I like
Or
those.
candy ribbons.
Dang.
Or remember the dots
Or-
that tasted
The
horrible?
podcast I
Like
listened
a
to rolled
paper.
a D20 to find Werther's originals.
Yeah, stop making fun of Lolly like she's some kind of dotty old person who has to like wear chains on their glasses to not forget where they are.
That would be you.
I looked for my phone while it was in my hand.
I know.
Yeah, no, I did that last month on the show. That like
I remember
literally-
that. You were
I
looking
was
for
doing
this.
I was doing this and I was like, where are my glasses? Like I had lost my glasses because at one point I was reading on the screen and I was like, I cannot find them. I have looked everywhere.
I remember that. That was fun.
Yeah.
Was I here for that one?
I don't know.
I wasn't paying
Everybody's
attention to you.
Everybody's like, actually, we're here, so we don't know the answer. Okay, here we go. You
Okay.
could get paid to eat candy as a Canadian company's what? Chief
You're
candy
not sharing it.
officer.
It's and you're breaking
I'm not
up.
sharing. It says I'm sharing.
I'm
Yeah.
not sharing the very Princess Lolly story.
Not
I mean, I don't like sure either. Did she freeze?
Yes.
I thought that was just her disapproving silent face.
I know, right?
Well, I mean,
Okay,
Nope.
turns out you might be able to eat candy for a living and make thousands in the process.
Thousands.
Canada's,
thousands.
I mean, it could be hundreds of thousands. Who knows? Canada's Candy Funhouse is hiring a chief candy officer, according to a recent job posting. Do you love all things candy and chocolate? Are you passionate about confectionery treats and exploring unreleased and existing products? If so,
You
this
have
is
a
the
family
perfect
history of diabetes.
Oh, see, look at that. This Ontario-based company said the position pays 100,000 Canadian dollars.
Well, that's like
annual.
Monopoly money.
I guess I'm going to Canada. I mean, I considered it before.
Approximately $78,000 a year US. The job can be remote or based in its based in its Canada or New Jersey offices. The chief candy officer will serve as the head taste tester and try, I love chocolate, over 35
Chocolate!
hundred.
And that's when the company
Oh my
never
God.
released anything chocolate ever again.
3,500 products each month. Wow, that is
That's a lot of candy.
is a lot of candy. Besides eating about 113 pieces of candy a day, the chief candy officer will lead the company's Funhouse candy strategy, run candy board meetings, and have a say in which products Candy Funhouse will carry.
Do you have to compete with Princess Frostine?
I don't know, Princess Frostine. Let's see. The chief candy officer will also approve candy inventory and designate spotlight treats with an artificial stamp of approval. An official stamp of approval.
Artificial. Just
Well, it is candy. I
not
mean,
real.
Applicants can be as young as 5 years old and must reside in What? All you need is a passion for candy, pop culture, and a sweet tooth. Part of the job posting reads, I can do this. I'm going to apply for this job. That's it.
What 5-year-old is into pop culture? Excuse me.
I can be as a 5-year-old if that's what they really want. The chief candy officer will also undergo extensive palate training, according to the description. So far, nearly 6,500 people have applied to the job on LinkedIn. Inquiries on the job are so high that the company said its usual response time is delayed. I have until August 31st to apply. No previous experience is necessary. The position would no doubt involve, I am going to apply as Fairy Princess Lolly to this job.
Yes.
Oh my goodness,
That's
yes.
The position would no doubt involve excessive consumption of sugar, which the World Health Organization recommends limiting to 10% of one's daily calories. Too much sugar can increase the risk of type 2 diabetes and heart disease. The job posting specifies that the position comes with an extensive dental plan.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Good.
So in order to make that candy less than 10% of your daily intake, you have to eat a lot more. Is how that reads, right?
That's what I read too. That's right.
You're going to put on some weight for this job.
Well, with all that extra income, I'll buy a treadmill. I'll go over to Flora's house and use her treadmill.
Or just chase her chickens around.
Chase my kids around.
Gold-plated spoon. It's the most neutral metal, and a lot of professional tasters use them. Man, if I become a professional candy taster, like the chief candy officer, then I definitely will get myself a gold-plated spoon. That'll be a thing.
That's great.
He has an insurance plan for his gold-plated spoon? What? Oh, man, that is so cool. I want to do that. That's for sure.
Now I'm hungry.
Okay, let's see. I know. Now I'm back to like I'm back to where is that? I need to like remember to save this article. That way I can actually go apply.
I'll
Just-
remind you to apply tomorrow.
Just leave the tab open, I guess.
No, I'll just-
That does not work. I try that all the time. A month later, I'm going through all my tabs going, oh.
I think I have like 58 tabs in my phone open right now.
I get yelled
Plain
at
doesn't work.
tabs open.
Oh, I only have 21, but I just cleaned them out not that long ago. So.
The problem is finding which one's making all the noise. Really, with all those tabs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here we go. We're just going to go with a complete 100% after 8:30.
Woo.
What? Let's see. Because I said it earlier and I was like, what? Where's the one about butts? What was it?
Whatever
There
it
it
is, it can't lie.
Okay, here we go. Putting potatoes up your butt won't cure hemorrhoids. Doctors warn.
That to begin with.
Versus, nope, that's the wrong one. Versus, world's oldest hard-on is found preserved in amber for 99 million years.
Amber sounds like a fun girl.
You actually just said that word.
that was clever. That was actually pretty clever.
By the way, Ion, finding a perfect. I believe this is the plot to Jurassic Dick.
It is.
So-
It is.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to hear about how potatoes don't cure hemorrhoids, press number 1. And if you guys want to hear about the world's oldest hard-on, press 2. And Ion, please start the timer.
So
Welcome
for
to
Jurassic Dick, they should probably fill the gaps in the gene sequence with barnacle DNA because they used frog DNA for Jurassic Park. But barnacles have the highest penis versus body size ratio of all the animal kingdom.
Articles? Good to know.
I thought that it was fleas, and that's why the
But-
whole Richard Dawkins story. What?
Barnacles don't move and yet somehow can mate with their neighbors. So
I love how you legit have this info right off the top of your head.
For the record, their penis is up to 4 times larger than them.
What? That's nice. I didn't even know they had genitalia to begin with.
I'm just
Well,
trying.
how do you get more
figure out
particles?
the size
Oh,
of the
you didn't have
average
a
human.
cloaca.
I'm just trying to scale that up to the size of the average human, and it's not going well in my mind's
Oh
eye.
my.
I mean, I'm just saying. Is the timer done?
The timer is in fact done.
Okay, I have 2 votes for 2, so that means we're gonna pass butt potatoes and skip to skip. Yes,
To Jurassic Dick.
I feel like the butt potatoes. We already know the story of it to that one. It's kind of self-explanatory.
Who thought that? I want to know. I agree. Who thought in the first place that, oh yes, I will put this potato up my rectum and that will solve hemorrhoids? Why would somebody think that?
Okay.
That will solve world hunger.
It's not only that. It's that on top of the fact of the person, like, let's just say somebody that you trusted, like your aunt, whoever, was like, no, put that potato right up your butt. It will cure those hemorrhoids. And you're like, well, she's never steered me wrong before. But somebody still made the decision, right? Of all the things they could choose to do, they were like, well, I could just go to the doctor. I could get some preparation H from the drugstore. Or
Can I just point out that enough people did it that it's an article?
What?
Let me put it this way.
Became an article.
Let me put it this way. One of the things that does help with hemorrhoids is shark cartilage. And I want to know who discovered that. Shark cartilage. No, shark cartilage is one of the ingredients listed on a lot of preparation aids and hemorrhoid tubes. And like I said, somebody was like, God, my butt hurts. And I've got this shark lying right here. Like how somebody discovered that. This perfectly good shark is just lying here, not up my butt, not helping anyone, just totally out of my rectum.
What more could go wrong? I mean, I've already got the hemorrhoids, so
don't ask at that point. Don't ask.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Okay, here we go. Let's see. The world's oldest hard-on is found, preserved in amber for 1 million years.
Again, I really feel like Amber is the person who should get the credit.
Even the most
no, she glitched out again.
Seriously?
the most stubborn, unwanted erection will usually deflate if you hit it on the end with an ice-cold teaspoon.
I think that deserves testing.
All right, move on. Tribute. Let's see. So we can only cross our legs and imagine the pain involved in sustaining a massive stonk-on for 99 million years. What? Scientists in Berlin Museum found the perfectly preserved and surprisingly massive penis preserved in amber.
Are you aware that the article is frozen, apparently? Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Never mind. It finally moved.
The inflated organ belongs to a harvestman, a sort of arachnid. What? Not an actual man?
I'm confused.
Found him. What? The creatures.
Actual man didn't exist 99 million years ago.
Yeah. 99 million years ago should have been kind of a clue that it wasn't a human penis.
Well, I don't actually know what the time frame is that humans came in.
God.
I don't. Why
We're fairies. We don't keep up with the humans.
Exactly. Thank you.
Well, I
what
didn't know
time?
when the dinosaurs stopped being around.
I don't know when that is either.
None of us are that old, Morbid. We don't remember.
Dinosaurs were 65 million years ago is when they disappeared.
See, that's
Look,
another
back in my day,
This article, I'm so angry. I was like, what?
Paleozoic period? Am I
back
right?
in my day, we knew what to do with hard-ons. Wait.
We know what to do.
Oh, well.
Wow.
Well, so okay, here's the picture.
Here's the picture.
I think that should be you should blur it.
Oh, here's the close-up of the picture. Daddy Long Legs, Jason Dunlop from the Museum of Naturkunde in Berlin. Museum for Naturkunde, for nature kind, I assume that means. But I look at the end of that thing. What? That is unacceptable. It looks like his. It looks like it looks like his balls are at the end of his penis. Like they're all out of order. I don't know what's happening right here. Normally, this male organ is hidden within the body when not in use. By chance, in this extraordinary amber fossil, the penis is preserved fully extended outside the body. That is pretty long, all things considered, compared to the rest of the animal. In Halathyrsi scrimaldi, the penis is spatula-shaped at the tip and is heart-shaped in outline, with a small tube extending from the very end. No living harvestman has a penis with exactly this shape. This combination of features enabled scientists to propose a new extinct...
By the way they looked.
They would know.
Wow. Let's see. This is the first time that a fossil family has been defined using a mixture of features relating to both the body and the genitalia, and allowed the researchers to study the relationships of these ancient fossils using the same approaches that they would use for a living species. Is there more? I'm done with this article. I feel so robbed. God. Totally robbed.
So depending on when you count humans being human, it's between 1 and 2 million years ago that humans came into being.
Well, that's not very long ago.
No.
Oh shit.
And that's a number I won't remember later.
I already forgot.
Yep. I'm basically with Stormy. So how about that?
Numbers.
But hey, if it's a Jeopardy question, it'll randomly pop back in there, hopefully. And
Or Disney trivia. You could recall that.
Pop back in, hopefully. Comes up a lot with hard-on stories.
What?
What? What?
I don't know. What?
Even if
What?
sometimes you have to use a thumb.
All right. So what?
I don't
What?
know. I missed something.
huh?
I don't know. Something.
Where?
I'm just looking at articles. Here we go. Had a couple. They were already highlighted. Let's see. Yes. This one and okay. 21 faux pas according to the Europeans that I, an American, did not know, versus 25 weird rules about being a British royal. So if you would like to hear about British faux pas that we don't know about, then press number 1. And if you would like to hear about the weird rules of being a British royal, press number 2. Ion, please start the timer.
Do any of the
I
weird
believe
rules
it's
involve beheading during divorce?
I mean,
That's only when you start your own church. By the way, I believe it's pronounced Fox Pass.
yes, and it's a
Did not start their own church. They just started their religion.
no. It's not pronounced Fox Pass,
I know.
and it's yeah. No, I know you're really just that I can't handle that. You stop doing that.
What,
It just
Fox
made me
Pass?
think of
I
a
didn't
chartreuse.
know that
What?
it explicitly bothered you, but now that I know it does, it's go to town time.
What? No, now that
is
you know
happening?
it does. Yes. Morbid is contemplating new ways to torture me in the future.
Well, at the
Oh,
party,
that
he
is
wants to serve
hungry.
40 horse.
Yes, hordivores and what is it? A show to sherry board. I'm
Charcuterie board?
a charcuterie board. That's right.
Yeah, charcuterie board.
How do you actually say the word?
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
Okay, thank you. I've only ever seen it.
Timer's up for the record.
Oh, timer's up for the record. Uh-oh. We have a vote for 2 and a vote for 1. That's a tie, you guys. All right, Ion, what do you want to hear about?
The options were what again?
Wow, you forgot already. The options were
Black business monk with magenta
whoa,
edge.
what is happening?
Oh, I'd rather hear about the faux pas, so that's number 1.
You said it wrong.
Yes,
Yeah,
I was
the
gonna
Fox
to you, but
Pass.
then my computer started doing it. Yes, the Fox Pass and versus the 25 weird rules of being a British royal. So, what would you like to hear about, Flora? Please put your fingers up so I can count.
My fingers are busy.
Stormy,
That's what she said.
Stormy,
Yeah.
do you want to hear about number 1 or number 2? A Fox Pass or weird rules of being a British royal?
I feel like I have to show.
Foxes.
Okay, so that's basically most of them for number 1. So here we go. 21 faux pas. All right. I mean, overall,
Praising one of them is praising the acting skill of Dick Van Dyke.
is Dick Van Dyke English?
No.
No.
And
No,
famously
he was-
did a very poor accent in Mary Poppins.
Yeah,
Bad
basically
Cockney
whenever
accent.
whenever the British hear like an American doing a bad English accent, they call it a Dick Van Dyke.
Okay, I
It's
legit lost my giant purple pair of scissors. I mean, how in this
Try-
section do I lose a giant pair of scissors?
Try calling them.
I
Try
can't.
dialing your scissors.
I mean,
Can you guys see what's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're sharing the spreadsheet?
Author
No, I'm
read.
not.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Not on purpose, but
No, I like that is not what I pushed. Why is like the computer and the Wi-Fi here is so terrible?
I put them in the drawer. I don't know why. They don't go there.
For real. I absolutely did not choose that one.
But I mean,
Dumb thing.
they're my purple cosplays.
It's making me mad.
Do you call them snippies?
I do now.
I do.
oh, you found your scissors?
Yes, I found my scissors.
Okay.
I totally pushed
And they're
this
heavy.
one.
I could definitely use these as a weapon.
Oh yeah.
Well, just 0 to 11 over there, Flora. How do you choose a good pair of scissors? I don't know. Can I brain somebody with it? That's what I'm thinking about.
I wouldn't cut them because
You
they're my
don't find
fabric
people with
scissors.
scissors. Grab them. God.
Now is it on the right
Yes.
way?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, but she's not working now.
Come on, work it, Lolly.
Working, Wally. Oh.
Okay.
You just gotta give those
earlier this
packets
week,
time
I
to go back and
stumbled-
forth.
You
Well,
Really?
I guess we'll never know.
Well, I guess we'll all have to travel to London and find out.
I guess so.
I legit.
Wow.
I suppose in a pinch I could just open it and read it.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
You might just.
Like, does she even know?
I don't think she.
Not.
I think last
She's
time
gonna
she
get
read
the
the whole article.
article.
Well,
They're very
Listen,
satisfying.
don't bust. Advocate here. This
Molly, we don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's a lollybot right now.
It's a lollipop. Well,
I wonder if she'd see it if we put it in the chat in the back.
Be like, we don't know who you are.
So all right,
Oh no.
dude. So should I share it and take control?
Yeah.
Yes.
I am tired.
Hi. So am I. I've been up since 3:45 working because my brain would not stop.
I feel like that's about when I went to bed.
And I don't even have to my son. Yeah, no, my little did not. It was just me and my brain.
All right, so it looks like I've successfully shared.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Just doing the show without me.
Well,
Yes.
21.
I'm sorry. Did you want us to leave?
No, by all means, Brian, read away. It's all you.
21 faux pas according to Europeans that I, an American, did not know.
Hang on, I can read it here.
What?
Yeah. Go back once.
What?
Yeah. Earlier this week, I stumbled upon Reddit threads started by people that asked Europeans
the
what's a
Italian
big
sex stallion
in your country, and what is a fox pass in your country that the rest of us might not be aware of. As someone who is always nervous they're going to say or do the wrong thing, I thought the responses were very interesting. Number 1, asking about somebody's well-being just for small talk is rude. When you ask how people feel, be willing to listen.
How do you feel about that? Anyway, Ion, how come you let Morbid read?
Do not advocate serving Belgian beer in beer glasses that weren't specifically designed for them, you monsters. And I'm going to guess that's in Belgium.
This was as far as I got was the Belgian beer one before I realized there was a problem on my end. But here's what I want to know. Who the heck is sitting around and ordering a Belgian beer? Like, how many people does it take to do that? And be like, they should serve this in a triangle pint glass or any other glass than the one it's coming in. Who does that to the degree that warranted being on this list?
Apparently,
I
Americans.
bet people keep asking for mugs. I bet Americans keep asking for like a Guinness mug or something. Anyway, never get off a bus without thanking the driver is a big one here that has gotten me the occasional odd look when outside of Ireland. So basically, a lot of these are being nice to people. Not saying hello to the shopkeeper or other clients in small shops. This is particularly true in smaller cities. I've seen many tourists forget to do this, and they usually end up receiving crap customer service. Always get your round in. People are not buying you drinks for free. They expect one back. Oh, yeah. If everyone's buying a round, don't just mooch. Okay. Putting sauce on your schnitzel is considered a hate crime in Austria.
What
Do
kind
not
of
say
hold on.
Holland.
By the way, that's what she said.
A schnitzel. I thought a schnitzel was a pastry.
No.
What am I thinking?
I'm not sure.
Strudel is a pastry.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes. Okay. Do not say Holland is
me
the
about
same.
what strudel was for the rest of my life. Okay, I'm sorry.
You know, I hate it when people interrupt the person reading the articles.
Oh,
Anyway, do not
how do
say
you
Holland is the
feel
same
about
as
it?
the Netherlands.
I don't care how you feel about it.
Yeah.
No, wait, don't say Hollard.
Ion, can you mute her? Oh. Yeah. If you pin to someone, there's a good chance they will apologize. You do not accept this, you apologize back. Everyone knows it's your fault, but you will probably both apologize. This does not mean the other person believes they are at fault.
Everybody's just going back. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Never, ever call anyone from Scotland, Wales, or Northern Ireland English. Dear God.
How would you even make that mistake?
Do not rub another man's rhubarb. Do not go into someone's house with your outdoor footwear on.
Oh,
Sweden.
We'll hear from you too.
please.
Yeah. funny how this works in some places. In Portugal, taking your shoes off in someone else's home would be weird as fuck. There's obviously exceptions, like if the host family is close and you've asked permission. But take the shoes off out of the blue when entering would be seen as disrespectful in Portugal.
I usually ask when I go places if they want me to leave my shoes at the door.
Yeah, that sort of sounds like the right call. Number 12, violating personal space, like sitting next to someone in the bus if there are empty seat rows, or being closer than like 2 meters to someone at a bus stop without a reason, or peeing in the urinal next to them when there's 5 other empty ones. Number 13, not a huge no, but please don't call people Mr. and Mrs. last name unless they're old enough to have experienced the Napoleonic Wars. Practically everyone in Denmark is on a first name basis, up to and including the prime minister. Different rules for the queen, but if you've chanced upon the crown's an informal meeting, he prefers the informal tone too. Denmark is a prison. Never ever bring an even number of flowers. It is reserved for the dead in Romania. Off-road driving is illegal, and some people have been fined and made to fix what they ruin. The landscape is delicate. There's been a lot of work in the past few decades to grow areas that are full of sand. When Icelandic people talk about off-road driving, it's not off-road driving. We follow paths that should be visible to just about anyone.
Where is that at?
Iceland. Go to everyone's funeral. If a friend's distant aunt twice removed dies, you turn up.
Wow.
Ireland.
Okay.
Some people are very sensitive about the idea of Poland being Eastern Europe, so central it is. Poland. Most countries. Do not mistake us for a different nationality. Do not mention bad parts of our history. Italians, do not put the wrong stuff on top of our food. Italy.
Wow.
Don't attempt to get served at a pub before someone who is at the bar before you. UK. If it's your birthday, you bring cake to work. When it's someone else's birthday, they will bring the cake. So it's your responsibility on your birthday to bring your cake in Denmark. And anyway, finally, my British coworkers get annoyed that I pour the boiling water first and then throw in the tea bag. I honestly feel like it makes no difference, but they say it does. Switzerland.
I knew the tea one actually. You're supposed to pour the hot water over the tea.
That's what I usually do.
It is now 9:25, and also it looks like invaders from Mars are attacking outside of Very Princess Lolly's hotel room.
Does it really?
No.
Oh.
She looked.
Well, after the whole Ancient Aliens thing,
well, no, I was Mars Attacks was the movie that I was specifically thinking of that had a big scene in Vegas. It was the aliens who looked like brains who would all go dak 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 dak.
Yeah, and they attacked Tom Jones, right?
Yeah,
it's not unusual.
So with all of the things said, you guys, yes, 9:27, it basically brings us to the end of our show. And I would break the rule at the end and look at the Monroe Castle, except for the internet and laptops are just apparently being wonky for me. So no, I'm not going to do it. And I'm very, very upset about it. Morbid, no sympathy there. So with all of that said, though, not this weekend, but next weekend is Apple Bash, you guys. It's coming up so fast, and I am looking forward to it. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you had fun laughing with us tonight. And, of course, if you want to get those extra entries, you can join our YouTube and or Patreon at any time, and you will get automatic entries to all of the drawings that we do. Don't forget to get the abracadabra for this week's magic word into the comments after the show. And I think
remember, not buttwood. It's not buttwood.
Permanent hardwood.
Why
Why did I have to think of that now?
That was the article earlier.
Hard and amber. Okay.
With that said, it's your line, Count Morbid.
Oh, I had stuff to say.
Oh, you did?
For once, I actually have stuff to say. Usually you
Why would I
ask
know that? You never have anything to say.
That's not true. Usually it's something sexual, but that's not true.
Wait, did you say usually it's intellectual?
No, it's something.
No, that is not the word.
Oh,
that's
something I was gonna say because usually it's something raunchy. No, I was just gonna
Yeah,
say,
that's more like what she said.
That
That's what begging me. I just wanted to say, come buy my stuff this weekend. Come say hi, and it's the Garlic
At the
Festival
Garlic
at the
Festival.
fairgrounds. And
Yes, in Centralia. See, now that
You
you're
can-
big
you
in
can
here, suddenly
unbig
like,
me
oh,
now.
I don't have anything to say anymore.
That's it. That's
Hey,
all.
Flora, if you're in, or well, no, you're not embiggen anymore. Okay.
I'm not what? What'd you want? Don't
No,
embiggen me
I
again.
was gonna make you do this while you were embiggened. Anyway, go away. Go away.
Hello and welcome to FAE Productions. We hope you enjoyed our show with your host, Fairy Princess Ollie. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you had fun with our FAE crew. Don't forget to click that little bell icon to get notifications of upcoming shows. And if you're looking to support your fellow FAE, fly on over to our Patreon, links below.